Oh, I was just getting started.
I must discover the source of this corruption. Traveler, I advise caution. A corruption has gripped Stonelore Grove, turning the wildlife aggressive and spreading an impurity unlike anything our circle has ever seen. Nature itself has fallen out of balance. That is what I hope to determine. The Archdruid sent me to investigate, but it was all I could do to avoid the once docile creatures of the Grove. I found a few pockets of corruption that must be cleansed, but I need another druid to assist me. Really, I just need another set of hands. Here, let me mark your map. I'll cast the cleansing spell, then you burn out the impurity. That will temporarily restore the balance while we search for the source. The circle will compensate you, of course. Let's find a few concentrated areas of corruption. My spells will cleanse the impurities, then you burn them. Hopefully we can determine the source of the corruption before this malady spreads to the rest of the island. Just keep your guard up.
Waiting to try the
Corruption
spell out.
Spreads throughout the grove. First the plants, then the animals, and now even some humans. Corrupted snow. Burn it with cleansing fire after I cast my spell.
You going to enchant something with that? Can I watch?
The corruption spreads quickly. Burn the corpse while I cast a cleansing spell.
We are the spirit of the grove. We are the evergrowth, and this druid seeks to help, while another has unbalanced the true way. Aid us, mortal, before the nature that sustains this grove collapses.
How disconcerting. The evergrowth hasn't spoken in generations. Pardon that display. I've never been forcibly taken over by a spirit of nature before. I wasn't sure if the corruption was connected to the evergrowth, but now we know. And we know a druid is somehow involved. That troubles me. As I understand it, this grove was deemed sacred by the early druids, but it was also out of balance. They shaped Ifra's laws into a spirit and gave that spirit dominion over the grove. It recognized that I was trying to help it, and reached out. Yes, But is that druid acting out of malice or ignorance? Either way, if the Evergrowth succumbs, then the corruption will increase and spread out of control. We must take this news to the Circle Elders. Meet me in our village. Our village lies at the center of the grove. Once we get there, I will tell the Archdruid and the other elders what we learned. Archdruid, elders, this outsider helped me. And the Evergrowth, it spoke through me.
The spirit of the grove? It hasn't manifested like that in many generations. Are you sure?
Druid Audrine has never given us reason to doubt her observations. Tell us, child, what did the spirit say?
It warned us that nature was out of balance. That a druid was responsible for this trouble.
Out of balance? That explains the corruption. But to blame a druid, I cannot accept that without proof.
Then we will find that proof. Friend, meet me at the Circle's ritual site. Over here, my friend. The Circle Elders cannot accept that one of our own may be responsible for this disaster. And I could hear the doubt in their voices concerning the Evergrowth. We need to prove that one of our circle has caused this unbalance. Help me investigate. Search the village for any signs that a druid is involved in the corruption. Look in the huts. Ask my fellow druids. Someone or something here will lead us to the source of the corruption. It has to. We'll wait and see if it communicates with us again. If not, I have an idea. But let us try to find the druid responsible for this situation first. I want to determine if this was an accident or a deliberate and reckless act.
I see that Druid Audrine has brought us a visitor. What can I do for you today, traveler? As a matter of fact, I noticed animals in the grove suffering from an affliction. I mentioned it to Archdruid Agathe, and she said she would look into it.
When I spoke to the Archdruid, it seemed like that was the first she heard of the corruption in the grove.
The grove suffers. Can you not feel its pain, stranger?
There's Druid Milo. He has the eyes of an eagle. If anyone around here saw anything, it would be him.
Good gathering, stranger. I do not recognize you, but I know Druid Audrine very well. What may I do for you this day? Nothing specific, I'm afraid. Just that the corrupted animals have made foraging in the grove dangerous. Oh, this might interest you. I felt a disturbance emanate from the wards in the Undergrove recently. Like a surge of power went through them. The island's volcanic vents create all sorts of underground spaces. The large cavern beneath us is the Undergrove. No one's allowed down there, not without the Archdruid's permission. The wards have something to do with the spirit of the grove. Yes, the Evergrowth. I'm surprised you know that ancient designation. I believe the wards reinforce the spirit's connection to the grove, but I'm not an expert on that. I can sense them, though. I have an affinity for such things.
The Undergrove? No one but the Archdruid ever goes down there. A ritual? That's proof that a druid caused this problem. Look, there's a mistake in the second line. They wrote remove instead of restore. Ritual fetish. It reeks of the same corruption spreading through the grove. I wonder who it belongs to.
Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
I think we have everything we need to convince the Archdruid. Let's review what we discovered. Definitely a druidic ritual fetish. I use such accoutrement when conducting my own rituals. But this one bears the taint that afflicts the grove. This fetish must have been used in the ritual that released the corruption. Whoever scrawled this did so in haste. They made an obvious mistake in the middle verse. It should say restore, but the author wrote down remove. That alone would have disastrous effects when the ritual was performed. Someone or something disturbed the wards in the Undergrove, probably when the ritual was performed. And it appears the Archdruid knew about the corruption before I mentioned it, but she acted like she knew nothing. I don't know all the details, but from what I've been taught, the Evergrowth resides in the Undergrove. The wards connect it to the Grove, but also bind it. We need to talk to the Archdruid. She's usually in the Northern Grove this time of day. I'll meet you in the northern part of the Grove. The Archdruid? What? Oh no, she's spreading the corruption.
The All-Wither. It's inside me, forcing me to do as it bids.
Where did she go?
Speak with me, mortal. The spirit of the Grove has need of you. We are the Evergrowth. The one you sought. She carries the taint of our corruption. We remember her from the Undergrove. She performs a ritual that released this blight upon the land. The Archdruid sought to renew our bindings, but the ancient spells had already frayed. The part of us that is the All-Wither tricked her. She spoke the wrong word. Now, the All-Wither is free to spread its corruption, and the entire grove is in danger. The All-Wither is a part of us, a spirit of nature, called forth and made manifest by the ancient druids. At this sacred grove, the laws of nature are malleable. To strengthen those laws, the druids bound us here. But nature consists of circles. At one end, life. At the other, death. We are both life-nurturing growth and all-withering decay. That part of us is now free. And once the corruption fully takes hold, the Evergrowth will be gone. Only the All-Wither will remain. Tell the druids what we have said. They summoned and bound us in the past. They must be able to do so again. But urge them to hurry. The corruption consumes us. Soon, we shall not be able to stave off the All-Weather.
No matter how many times that happens, I am not sure I will ever get used to that. Return to the village, and tell the elders what the Evergrowth said. I'll join you momentarily. The Evergrowth implied that the Archdruid is as much a victim as it is. Its darker aspect, the All-Wither, somehow broke free and is trying to fully emerge by consuming the Grove in corruption. We need to warn the elders. I'll meet you in the village.
harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Elder Karik, we have troubling news concerning the Archdruid.
Slow down, Audrine. Tell us what happened.
The Evergrowth confirmed she performed the binding ritual, but she made a mistake. She released the All-Wither.
The Archdruid is responsible for the corruption? And she released the All-Wither? Oh, the Grove is doomed!
The Evergrowth is here and willing to help, in exchange for certain considerations. The Archdruid has returned to the Undergrove. Even now, the All-Wither compels her to speed up the spread of corruption so it can consume us. In our weakened state, we cannot stop the All-Wither from becoming the prominent spirit of the Grove. We can, but only if you and this druid break the remaining wards that bind us to this place. That will allow us to recover enough of our power to restore the balance and return the All-Wither to its proper location in the circle. The All-Wither moves quickly. Already we can feel ourselves weakening, losing cohesion. The remaining shreds of our bindings have been corrupted and add to our pain. If you set us free, we can pull energy from the uncorrupted grove and aid you. We are the spirit of the grove. We maintain the balance and keep the true way. We know our duty and our responsibility. Trust us. Together, we can end the corruption and return the grove to its natural state. But
Elders, allow us to enter the Undergrove and do as the Evergrowth asks. We can't let the Allwither become the dominant spirit.
For all we know, this is exactly what the Allwither wants us to do. But, yes, go. We'll do what we can up here to slow the spread of the corruption.
The spirit wants us to enter the Undergrove and release its bindings. It claims that will allow it to overcome the Allwither. I sensed no duplicity while we were connected. I believe the Evergrowth spoke true of its intentions. The entrance I am aware of is in the northern part of the grove. I will meet you there. I have never been in the Undergrove, my friend. I have no idea what we might encounter down there, so be on your guard and ready for anything. We find the corrupted wards. I cleanse them and you break them, much as we did in the grove. After we deal with the initial wards, the Undergrove's central chamber should open, allowing us to destroy the last binding ward and set the spirit free. Magical wards bind the spirit to the grove. We need to find those wards, cleanse them, and destroy them.
Time to bring the lightning!
Cleanse the wards, then you destroy them.
something, right? We did it!
Any additional wards out here. The central chamber should now be accessible. Let us go and set the spirit free.
Nicely done!
The final ward is somewhere in here. Find it and destroy it.
Don't underestimate
For the all wither, this grove belongs to us. We cannot resist our corruption.
Let's return to the village and tell the elders the good news.
The All-Wither is back where it belongs, as a natural part of our circle. Balance has been restored.
Thank you, Spirit of the Grove. Adventurer, the Evergrowth wants to talk to you.
You and this druid have our thanks, mortal. You trusted us, and now the balance of nature has been restored. The All-Wither is a part of us, just as death is a part of life. Two parts of the same circle. They are back where they belong, in the natural order. And we are where we are needed, maintaining the balance of this sacred grove. There may still be corrupted wildlife about, but the druids can deal with that. Otherwise, know that the danger has passed. We mourn the loss of the Archdruid, but we are grateful for everything you did, mortal. May your harvest never falter.
The Evergrowth says the grove is safe now. It will continue to perform its sacred duty.
For now, I just hope we don't regret removing the binding wards. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Adventurer, may we speak? It pains me that we weren't able to save the Archdruid. It really appears that the All-Wither took control of her without her consent or knowledge. At least we were able to restore the Evergrowth and stop the spread of corruption. Now? Now we try to return to normal. The grove won't be the same without the Archdruid, but we'll make do. Of course, our relationship with the Evergrowth needs to change, as it isn't bound anymore. Oh, this is for you. From our circle, with thanks.
In light of all that has happened, Audrine, we would like to make you a Circle Elder and Mediator with the Evergrowth.
Druid Audrine, an elder, and mediator to the... Oh, very well.
An elder? And the mediator? I don't know what to say.
I hope you'll say yes. You proved yourself and demonstrated as of the Grove. Will you take on these responsibilities?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
If you've not visited Gonfalon Bay yet, you should. It doesn't compare to Alanor or other towns from my home of Somerset, but it does well for a Breton settlement.
Incredible.
That's what you get.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, my friend. You're just in time. I met Ravana here just as she was starting to look into an arcane disturbance. It can't be a coincidence we're so close to one of the Ascendant Order sites marked on the Duchess's map. We're not sure yet. Based on everything that Lady Arabelle has told me, it's conceivable that the Ascendant Magus could be responsible for the disturbance here. Ravana is trying to locate its source. We could use your help. Ravana's ritual is somewhat involved, and I'd like to help her prepare. Can you gather some reagents that we'll need? She requires 3 blooming song flowers and an azure torchbug before we can begin. Blooming song flowers grow in the copse of trees just north of here. You'll know them by their distinct blue and purple petals. As for the torchbug, Ravana told me they congregate near the lake at the heart of the grove. They are quite beautiful.
Let's see. The flowers are in good condition, and the torchbug is alive and well. You treated nature with deep respect, and you have my thanks. Perhaps the grove will repay us in kind. Let's begin. All things are connected. Spirits of nature reside in the swaying trees, the blooming flowers, the glittering torchbugs. It can be difficult to hear their songs, even for those of us who listen. But it's there. Can you hear it? The grove is in pain, projecting a sorrow that's felt by everything nearby. This ritual will ask the rocks and the trees and the insects to simply share what they know, to lead us to the source of this disturbance. There, we might find answers. I perform the ritual, and we see where this trail leads. Stand back. This will only take a moment. Bones of the earth, spirits of the wild, Sing unto your servants. Lead us to the source of your pain.
Look! The spirits have sent their messengers. Oh, how beautiful.
Follow the torch bugs, friend. They will lead you to the source of the disturbance.
Doing something with magic-y?
An old druid circle. Here? How did I not know of this?
Errant magicka still lingers. A powerful spell was cast here. Let's look around.
A fire burns deep beneath High Isle. The druids of old channeled its power. A dangerous temptation.
A cracked staff? That can occur when the caster can't contain the magic they attempt to wield.
That stone possessed ancient energy, but more akin to Valesia's magic than mine.
An enchanted lodestone, a cracked staff, and a smoking fissure. All left behind in a place once used by the ancient druids of the island. Curious. Well, the staff is obviously connected to Breton magecraft. Definitely not the implement of a druid. A cracked staff is a bad sign. Whatever they were trying to do here, they probably didn't get the result they were hoping for. I've used such stones before. They help focus magicka over a distance. They come in pairs, you see, forming a sympathetic link between 2 points. So this spell, whatever it was aimed at a point outside this circle. Whoever cast this ritual obviously attempted to tap into the deep magic of High Isle. The power beneath the surface here is very seductive. But, as I am sure Ravana would tell you, using it and controlling it are not the same thing. Not with certainty, but I can make an educated guess. If the Ascendant Magus used this site to summon the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships, then obviously he lost control. The result wasn't what he expected, and now the Order is scrambling. Take the item back to Mandrake Manor, my friend. I can do a more thorough examination there. Ravana, if you'll allow me, I believe I can help you dispel the lingering disturbance.
My circle and I thank you, Valesia.
Ah, you made it. Good. I think I found something. Hey, so I did some skulking around while I was waiting for you. Remember Dockmaster Arnold? The slimy skeever who sold out our ships to the Ascendant Order? Word on the docks is he's here. Sounds like his bosses aren't happy with him either. The Far Dock. It's not a House du Fort ship out there. Assuming Arnold's a prisoner, that's where I'd stash him. If we want to talk to him, we better act now. I don't think the good Dockmaster's long for this world. Normally, House du Fort Knights would be all over the place, but I haven't seen a one. Ascendant Order, though. That's a different story. They're guarding the docks between us and that ship. Whoever they paid to get rid of the Knights hit the jackpot. Let's just make our way to that ship and see if the Dockmaster is aboard.
To try to spell out.
This, right? No more, please! I'll watch the door.
You were at the docks with Lady Arabelle. I thought the Ascended Magus had returned. He didn't need tools to torture me, not with his magic. The pain, the fire, it was inside my skin. Get me out of here, please! You're right. I let the gold blind me. But look, I knew nothing about special cargo, or important passengers, or MMOs, or any of it. Even Lady Arabelle said the ships were just carrying supplies vital for Lord Baccaro's conference. I gave the Ascended Magus a list of names. Folks he could trust to keep quiet. Muscle to collect the goods when the ships ran aground. But it was all a sham. They captured the captains, then gave orders to kill anyone else who washed ashore. Are you serious? He didn't trust me. I never got a real name or saw his face. But he's rich, I can tell you that much. Like nobility rich. Royal rich. You can smell it on them, you know? All the perfumes and soaps and fancy clothes. It's an island to the north. A jungle rock where they send prisoners to disappear. The Magus gave orders to look for someone on Amanos. Whoever he's searching for, he moved his knights from the shallows to there. That's all I know. Cut me free! Oh, thank you. I'll find a way to make up for this. I swear it.
Nice work. I wouldn't have been so merciful, but at least we know more than we did. I'll see you back at the manor.
Didn't expect to see you again. Don't tell me you found another piece of my map. Faron's dead? I can hardly believe it. That dark elf was a seasoned marine for the Pact once. Guess the wilds are growing more treacherous. Glad you were more fortunate. I'll take that fragment off your hands for a fair sum. This is exactly what I was hoping Faron'd find. I didn't expect it would cost her life. That's just how it is out in the Sisters. Fickle as the sea. The map's appreciated. Make good use of the reward before misfortune finds you too. Unless we've got business. I've got no more time to talk.
The charges include larceny, dope smuggling, fraud, and extended...
Looks like this is the place. I'll back you up. Hey there, fish. We make it to the spot, and what do you know? There's some kind of cave here, just like the map suggested. By myself? No, I was waiting for you. I wouldn't have even noticed the entrance if I wasn't looking for it. Probably why the Ascendant Order chose it. That's the thing about islands and ships. You can always find the rats. Not alone you won't. For all we know, the whole damned order is meeting inside. With any luck, I'll get a chance to pound the bastards that wrecked the Spearhead. Let's go. there, handsome.
Behind you. Street kid. Out of it. Come on.
They knew everything. Who we were carrying, where we were going. But how? pay for my crew. He was aboard my ship. These lodestones must be how they targeted us with the storm. Lady Arabelle was right, damn it. We do have a rat in our company. Now I owe her a bottle of Tamika's dark rum. Someone gave our plans to the Ascendant Order, and they somehow used lodestones to track us and target us with that storm. Not a lot. Lady Arabelle, Lord Bacaro, and some of his top aides, the 3 captains, Duchess Alea and a few nobles, and anyone the Alliance leaders shared it with. If there's one thing I learned about royal courts, they leak like a sinking ship. We met briefly early on. Then we each sailed different indirect routes to get here. I didn't rendezvous with the other ships until we were almost at the archipelago. Anyway, I guess this shows us how the Ascendant Order rewards its agents. Look around. These traders survived the storm and the shipwrecks and returned here just like they were told to. And what do they get for their trouble? A blade to the heart for each of them. Come on. Let's get out of here and tell Lady Arabelle.
Hey there, over here! An adventurer! Oh, thank every single divine you're here. I'm a squire without his knight, and she needs our help. Dame Matic and I are on a quest to slay the blood mage who resides within this ancient edifice. I did extensive research to ready us for the trials ahead, but she forbade me from entering the fiend's lair now that we're here. She has a rather unique style of mentorship. However, I fear confronting the villain and utilizing my research may be difficult for one person to do alone. If you're going to take the boat over and I follow, surely she can't fault me for that. Excellent. I do so hope we'll see an efficacious outcome to today's events. And that Dame Matic is safe, of course. Dame Matic!
There's no profit in this. Away with you.
Blast! This isn't over. Oh, many greetings, traveler. Truth be told, I'm glad Rayan didn't listen to me. Shows he's coming out of his shell. I just know beneath his mousy visage beats the heart of a poet. Plus, we could use your help against that damn blood mage. Just so. That scoundrel is an ancient spellcaster, a cruel bastard that's clung to life in this old tower for centuries. That reign of terror will end today, if I have anything to say about it. Bloodmage Castle has been a scourge across the Isles, and of late his raids have become too much to bear. His minions have collected piles of booty for his dark vault. The head of my order himself charged us with ending this fiend's life. Ah, that bastard is more dangerous than I expected. I'll keep him busy while you two even our odds. Rayan holds the key. He was the one that came up with the plan for our assault. He'll be a tremendous knight one day. Stendar, guide your arm.
Follow me. Let's get started. It was so good to see Dame Matic in fighting form. She's gone after the Blood Mage. The tower itself is a conduit for the Blood Mage's power. The heart of the tower is his dark phylactery. He's invested his soul within this mystical construct, so violence to his physical body will not be enough to end his dark reign. I can see you are no stranger to inexplicable arcane phenomenon. Together, we will construct a symbolic weapon that we can use to smash the phylactery. Normal weapons like hammers wouldn't make a dent in this thing. First, we gather materials from the tower grounds. They'll be sympathetic foci for the dark power Blood Mage Castle wields. Once we have the materials, we imbue them with gore from the heart. Then, well, smashy smashy. I've extensively studied this ruin. The spire's statuary gardens should be littered with bones from ancient rites. A large one, possibly a femur, would be a good handle for our sympathetic weapon. Most of my life, really. I've been her squire since I was first able to hold my own sword. It was an inspiration to see her in fighting form, wasn't it? I've learned a lot from Dame Matic's, unorthodox leadership approach. She firmly believes in pushing squires to better themselves. As she likes to say, I'm not your captain, kid. Figure it out. Let's head to the statuary hall on the northwest side of the gardens. Should be plenty of bone to work with there. That one looks strong enough. It'll work for what we need. We have the hilt, now we need a head. I suggest we make for the prison warrens on the north side of the tower. We should find an executioner's block we can use.